On behalf of my good friend Yami Toast, I'd like to present the first peek at his new game, Anime High School Sim. Working title. Let's get right into it. You play as Shiro, one of 14 students in their final year of high school. There will be a great number of achievable goals in the game, on top of whatever the player can come up with. This can range from becoming the most popular student in school, forming a harem, or even sabotaging your rival. This all works on one simple premise. Each of Shiro's classmates can do all the same things the player can, and treat Shiro like everyone else. All characters' personalities and appearances are randomly generated at the beginning of a new game, as well as the color scheme for Shiro's school and uniform. This gives a unique feel to every playthrough. Nothing in the system is binary or scripted. Social interactions are dynamic and spontaneous, and nothing is determined by simple RNG. Everything happens for a reason. Even Shiro's interests are determined by the player's actions. Characters' traits range from -100 to 100 and can gradually change over time based on their influences. This means that even if Shiro stays home for the entire year, characters will still form groups, make friends and enemies, and grow their own interests. None of these statistics are presented to the player. The only way to figure out what makes a character tick is by observing and interacting with them. If done correctly, you can even manipulate your friends to your own benefit. Or maybe they're the ones manipulating you. Now I'll get into the details on exactly how the gameplay works, with some examples of what cool scenarios can already come about in the current version of the game. Shiro can talk at any time, to anyone close enough. The player can select either a positive or a negative opinion for a whole range of interests, including the other characters. The player can also choose a positive or negative response when a classmate talks to Shiro. Talk to someone about something they like, and they'll like Shiro more. Talk about something they don't like, and they'll like Shiro less. Continuously agree with everything they say without adding to the conversation, and they may get bored. If you offend them enough, they might even run away. Timing is a big part of this system, since a poorly timed comment could cause an awkward silence. This talking system is completely dynamic. Shiro can even talk to multiple characters at once, creating a group conversation. Group conversations are often easier to deal with, since there is less pressure on Shiro to keep it going, but make sure you keep your opinions consistent, or else your classmates may start to call you a liar. So what does this mean for the big picture? If you make friends with characters that like to gossip, they might say good things about Shiro, causing characters you have never interacted with to seek Shiro out. Or maybe the majority of students hate gossip, and in turn dislike Shiro's friends for always talking about Shiro. A shy character may eventually build up the confidence to confess their love, or a loner may grow depressed on their own. The best part about these scenarios is that Shiro can shape them. The player can take it upon themselves to play matchmaker, become the class bully, or the delinquent everyone fears. The challenge of achieving these goals comes from your limited time and the size of the map. The entire world is loaded at all times. You can see the school all the way from Shiro's house. Instead of using time skips for things like attending class, sleeping, or taking a bath, the game's sim speed is accelerated. This means characters will be interacting and evolving at all times, with or without the player present. The game will also feature a day-night cycle, currently in development, allowing the player the freedom to budget their time however they see fit. Be careful though, if Shiro doesn't get enough food or sleep, they could collapse from exhaustion and wake up in the nurse's office with half the day gone. Though the map is only just starting to come together, and the assets still need some work, the core gameplay already exists, and the best part is, it's fun. Further work on the game will help flesh out what's already there. The finished school will be 3 stories, complete with club rooms, a library, and a separate gymnasium. The player will have to decide whether to attend class or risk getting in trouble, limiting Shiro's time for socializing. There will also be an inventory system utilizing the lockers in the classroom and the main entrance, which will pair nicely with the already implemented lockpicking minigame. The game has a lot of interesting and quirky features coming down the pipe, but what I listed is currently top priority. If you want to help the development of the game, you should donate to the Patreon project. The link will be down in the description. As little as $1 or $2 a month from enough people can make a big difference. With enough support, Yami could work on the game as a full-time job, cramming in features and releasing the final product at a low cost, maybe even for free. If you're interested in following the development of this game, make sure to subscribe for more update videos.